Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink, it is time for some PathOfExile discussion. Patch 3.19 added Atlas memories. These are kind of fun. These are a new mechanic that's been added that allows you to essentially borrow one of the master's atlases for a little while. So if I was to run this one here, my first map would be a Ramparts map, my second one would be a Forking River, my third one a Narrowed Lake, and my fourth one a Grotto. I don't have agency over the order they go up in, I just have agency over which one it starts on. And then you just go and talk to Alva and she presents you a Memory of Reverse Incursion map. This is locked, you can't remove it. And this is a Ramparts map. You can roll this using your own currency if you want. And then once you've done that, you'll then be able to run it. It'll have a few additional special mechanics in it. Anyways, most of these are pretty cheap to trade for, but one of them is extremely expensive, and that is Einhar's Memory of the Sacred Grove. So I ran one to get a bit of a sense as to what to expect, and this is the loot that I got. Something like 13,500 crystallized life force in total. I didn't get any sacred crystallized life forces or any sacred blossoms, although I did fight 4 of the harvest bosses. All of them were the blue one, Janaar the Omen. So at current prices, this is about 250 chaos worth of life force, which is basically what I paid for the entry fee into it. Now, you can juice your maps to varying levels, but it is very difficult to juice them with Vaal orbs, and that's because a number of these memories have 15% increased effect of map mods on the first map, then 30% on the second, 45% on the third, 60% on the fourth. And that gets pretty ridiculous with a lot of different mods. So there are a lot of mods that become really scary when they're raised up by that sort of number, and the Harvest one has that mechanic in play. So that tends to mean you can't realistically Vaal your maps with it, because you could easily get a mod you cannot beat, and then you've bricked a quarter of your entire memory. So most of the time you're going to chisel a map, then you're going to alch it, then you're going to carefully scour alch it or chaos it, until you get a combination of mods that don't make the hard encounter in there too much worse. Even one mod can be really brutal when it's got 45% increased effect on it. For example, 45% increased effect on a 60% reduced recovery rate is an 87% reduced recovery rate. That's a lot worse than the baseline. If it was a 60% increased effect for the final map, then that ends up being 96% reduced recovery, which is even worse. So this can be pretty terrifying, but they do definitely have a payoff. That's all I got for the moment. I definitely recommend giving these a shot, and give the Reverse Incursion and Cascading Fortunes ones, both of them Alva memories, a go if you just want to get started with these and get a bit of a feel as to what to expect. Fair warning, look up spoilers on them if you're playing in hardcore. There is a very realistic chance you will die on both of these, even if you keep the map scoured, because there's a number of nasty things that can happen with them. But they are a lot of fun, and they're also really good for XP, the Reverse Incursion ones. May your Vaal orbs have interesting results.